Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Renee and I am bringing you a young adult and middle grade book for the holidays recommendations. The first book is What Light by Jay Asher. This is the cover. This is a young adult book, and I have read this book and I really enjoyed it. This book follows Sierra, who lives in Oregon, and her family runs a Christmas tree farm. And she ends up meeting this boy, Caleb, who is kind of the bad boy. He did something bad in the past and he's been paying for it ever since. So it's kind of like a you're not allowed to date this boy kind of story. But it says Sierra wants to understand and Caleb hopes for redemption. Together they could find true love if they have the courage to accept it. So also, this is also the author that wrote 13 Reasons Why, but I read this book and I really liked it. So What Light by Jay Asher. The next book is The Christmasaurus by Tom Fletcher. This is a middle grade novel. I have not read this book, but I'm hoping to get to it this December. It's kind of a thick book and at least there's some pictures. It says, there's only one thing William Trundle has ever wanted for Christmas, a dinosaur. But never in his wildest dreams did he think that Santa would actually deliver. And honestly, neither did Santa. Grab a plate of cookies and some hot cocoa and prepare to meet a boy who believes in the magic of the season. The meanest girl in school, possibly the world. Santa Claus, yes, the real Santa. I know him. A horrible villain called the Hunter, and a most unusual dinosaur. In the back, there's a little wheelchair. Interesting. So, this is a middle grade book. Believing is the most powerful magic of all. The Christmasaurus. The next book is called Winter House by Ben Gutterson. I have not read this book either. Both this and The Christmasaurus have been on my to-read list for quite some time, and it's just ridiculous. The inside pages are so cute. Okay, so this book says, Orphan Elizabeth Summers' malevolent Aunt Purdy and Uncle Burlap ship her off to the ominous Winter House Hotel, owned by the peculiar Norbridge Falls. Upon arrival, Elizabeth quickly discovers that Winter House has many charms, most notably its massive library. It's not long before she locates a magical book of puzzles that will unlock a mystery involving Norbridge and his sinister family. But as she uncovers the hotel's secrets, Elizabeth starts to realize that she is somehow connected to Winter House, for better or for worse. It's a mystery, adventure, and beautiful writing in this exciting debut set within a hotel full of secrets. Winter House by Ben Gutterson. And this is a middle grade. The next book on my holiday December recommendations is a middle grade novel. It is called All Wrapped Up, and it's by Holly Small. And it is a series, a Geek Girl special, it's called. Harriet Manners knows many facts, but she knows next to nothing about what to do on a first date. A special new Geek Girl story about Harriet and Nick's romance. And that's all I have for this one. It's cute. Inside you'll see all of the pictures, the illustrations of the glasses. So it's a small book, so shouldn't take very long. I mean, look at the writing on the pages. It looks like it's mixed media, so you've got some writing and then you've got some letters that pop up or emails. So this book is called All Wrapped Up by Holly Small. This book is a young adult by Rachel Hawthorne called Snowed In. With someone to keep you warm, might as well get snowed in. Cute book. On the back, there's this little note. It says, "Thank you for staying at Chateau Ashley. Did you enjoy your stay? Well, apparently I live here now. My mom just bought the place and named it after me, Ashley, which was nice. But did she know how cold it is here?" And then the next question is, would you recommend us to a friend? It's a tiny island with not much to do, unless you really like sleigh rides. But I gotta say, there are quite a few hot guys on this cold island. So again, this is a young adult novel. It's very small and no illustrations in this, but they are small pages. And it's by Rachel Hawthorne, Snowed In. The next book on the holiday December recommendation list is a middle grade book, and it's called Let It Glow by Marissa Meyer and Joanne Levy. Marissa Meyer is the author of Cinder and Renegades. I'm blanking on another one, Gilded. But anyways, this is a middle grade novel. And I have started reading this book. It says on the back, "It's time to let it glow. This is who we are. Together we will glow, shining brighter than the stars. On both Hanukkah and Christmas Day, it's time for us to celebrate. With warmth and love and lots of snow, you and me will let it glow." So this book follows Holly and Aviva, and they are visiting an assisted living place because one of the characters, their grandfather, may start residing at this assisted living. And when they go there to visit, they notice that there is a bunch of people in this theater area, and they're looking at putting on a play or something. And the one character really wants to perform in the play. They are Jewish, and she wants to perform a Hanukkah song. Her parents are not very active in celebrating their Jewish heritage, and she's kind of upset by that, and she wants to embrace it more. And so she was talking with her grandmother about it, and they thought that maybe doing this play might help. And so when she's there wanting to sign up or audition for the play, she meets this other girl that looks exactly like her. Well, then they discover they're twins that were separated at birth, adopted by two different families, and the one family celebrates Christmas while the other one celebrates Hanukkah. And they secretly keep in contact with each other, and they want to do this huge reveal at the end of this play performance to their family, showing, hey, look who I discovered. And then they get this idea of maybe we should swap homes and experience each other's holidays in their home. So the one that celebrates Christmas would go to the Hanukkah house and vice versa. And so they'd be able to see what it's like to celebrate a different holiday. So far, it's so cute, and I like the two main characters, Holly and Aviva. And it's really not a bad read. It's going pretty quickly. So Let It Glow by Marissa Meyer and Joanne Levy. The next book is a middle grade book, The Christmas Carols by Mel Taylor Besant. This book has been on my TBR before, and I have not gotten to it. So it says, for Holly and her family, every day is Christmas. Obsessed with spreading cheer 365 days a year. They live their merriest lives in a house full of multicolored fairy lights, a carol singing toilet, and a diva donkey that thinks he's a reindeer. When they move, Holly can't wait to start at her new school, but her Santa backpack is getting odd looks. The classes aren't joining in her loud morning carols, and even her new friend, Archer, thinks she should tone down the tinsel. Is the world's most Christmassy girl about to lose her Christmas spirit? So, The Christmas Carols by Mel Taylor Besant. This book is a young adult book. This has been on my TBR before too. It's called The Holiday Switch by Tiff Marcello. It says, Lila is ready for her last winter break of high school. The snow in her small town of Holly, New York, is plentiful. The mood is as cozy as a fuzzy Christmas sweater, and she's earning extra cash working at the local inn. The setting of the greatest film of all time, Holiday by the Lake, while moonlighting as an anonymous book blogger. But Lila's perfect holiday plans crash to a halt when her boss's frustratingly cute nephew, Teddy, becomes her coworker. Lila is type A, and Teddy is type anything but Lila's way. And the two of them can't stop butting heads over tangled icicle lights and messy gift shop merch. But when they accidentally switch phones one afternoon, they realize they've been hiding things from each other. Will their secrets and an unexpected snowstorm bring these rivals together? The Holiday Switch. This was a young adult book. The next book on my list is called Snow and Rose by Emily Winfield Martin. I have not read this book either, but this is a magical telling. It's kind of like Snow White and Red Riding Hood, but they don't realize that they're in a fairy tale, and they have to set out into this magical forest to break these spells that have been plaguing people. This book, it has some really cool illustrations in it. I have heard many people say that they really enjoy this story. Look at that. The colors, it's just beautiful. There was one that I saw, they were sitting at a dinner table. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. But, so this feels like a fairy tale retelling kind of Snow White and the Red Riding Hood, but they're sisters and they don't know that they're in a fairy tale, and they go into the forest and they come across all these different magical characters, and they have to try to break a spell that's been plaguing people. So Snow and Rose by Emily Winfield Martin. On the back it says, Snow and Rose didn't know they were living in a fairy tale, but people never do. Okay, the last book for a December/holiday recommendations is a young adult novel, and it's called Whiteout, and it is by 3 different authors, by Angie Thomas, Ashley Woodfolk, and Nicola Yoon. This is the cover. There's also one that's called Blackout. Yeah, right there, Blackout. So this book says, a snowstorm like this hits Atlanta only once every 100 years. As the city grinds to a halt, a group of teens band together to help a friend pull off the most epic apology of her life. But will they be able to make it happen in spite of the storm? A mall full of holiday spirit and a confession under the twinkling lights, a deserted aquarium and secrets that keep bubbling to the surface, a stalled road trip and a car full of bittersweet memories melting the ice, a whole city blanketed in snow, being warmed from the inside out. No one is prepared for this whiteout, but then we can't always prepare for the magical moments that change everything. So that sounds good. I wanted to read this last December and I didn't get to it. There's just too many books and so little time. So this book is called Whiteout by Angie Thomas, Ashley Woodfolk, and Nicola Yoon. Okay, everybody, that wraps up my holiday/December young adult and middle grade recommendations. I hope that you have found a book that you may be interested in, or maybe you've read some of these that I haven't. Please leave a comment on whether you liked it or your thoughts, or if you have any recommendations for me. Again, if this is the first time viewing my channel, my name is Renee and I work in a middle school library in northern Wisconsin. So if you have any recommendations for me that I haven't mentioned or I might not know of, I would love to hear about them. Thanks for watching my video, and I plan to make a December TBR list that I'm planning on trying to read this December. And I'm also going to be uploading some videos on coaching Battle of the Books. So thank you everybody for watching my video, and until next time, bye.